Car crashes claimed the lives of 2 people over the weekend. We'll tell you what we know. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. 3 people charged in connection with a home invasion and armed robbery in Norridge Walk last week appeared in court. And an Orrington couple lost their home in a house fire on Sunday. Thank you for watching. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, happy Monday afternoon. It's an active one out there. We have winter storm warnings in the northern parts of the state. That's going to be lasting until 7 p.m. this evening for the areas highlighted there in the purple and the pink right about in there for accumulating snow that will cause some travel issues as well. We also have some flood alerts that are also posted too. Storm warnings in the purple, gale warnings also in the other shade of pink right about in there. Flood warnings up until earlier this morning. I know those were dropped at 11 a.m. so we're done with those for now. We're also watching for some other alerts that will be up at least until later on this evening. And of course the high wind warning. We dropped the wind advisory, but the high wind warning is still posted at least until about 7 p.m. or so later on this evening. But meanwhile, though, here's all the precipitation here. This is why we've had flood warnings posted throughout the daytime period. We're going to continue to watch this afternoon as it tracks from the southwest to the north and east. A little bit of snow to the north as well. Looks like we're going to catch a little bit of a break of that for the time being. But as we zoom things out, look at the system here. This cold front right about in here bringing a lot of active weather with it. The rain, the snow, and the wind. And that's why it's going to be a tricky one out there as we move forward today. Our high temperatures have already been hit today. Upper 50s in Bar Harbor, Rockland at 54 degrees, Bangor at 45 degrees, 40s and 30s to the north, and now cooler temperatures for the rest of the day. We'll push the system off to the north and east later on this afternoon to the evening time frame, and later on tonight into parts of tomorrow, some improvement as we recover from this system. Some gusty northwest winds will also be on the way, sustained up to around 20 miles per hour, gusts up to 50 miles per hour in the down east areas are possible early on. Those will start to taper off as well later on, but still a little bit of wind even as we head towards a Tuesday evening as well. So your forecast for the rest of today, lower 40s, rain, wind, and fog on the way. Some falling temperatures, again, highs in the lower 40s now for the afternoon. North wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, lower 20s, partly cloudy and breezy out there, and that west wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour at times. The hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, precipitation early will be tapering off as some clouds later on with temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. One person is dead following a fatal crash in Stu Bend Sunday afternoon. According to the Department of Public Safety, troopers responded to a single vehicle crash around 1:30 p.m. An initial investigation indicates the driver of a Chevy Malibu was traveling southbound on Unionville Road when the vehicle came over a hill and went airborne. The driver reportedly struck a tree and was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. The passenger was found dead at the scene. The identity of the deceased will not be released pending the notification of next of kin. The cause of the crash is still under investigation, but officials say it appears speed does appear to be a factor. Icy roads are suspected to be the cause of another deadly accident over the weekend. One person was killed Saturday following a 2-vehicle accident in Lincoln. The Lincoln Police Department reportedly responded to the intersection of Route 6 and Buena Vista Drive just before 10:30 a.m. Upon arrival, officers determined that a passenger in one of the vehicles had died from their injuries. Police say the driver of that same vehicle refused medical treatment at the scene. The operator of the second vehicle was taken to Penobscot Valley Hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. The accident is being reconstructed with the help of the Maine State Police and the Bangor Police Department. An initial investigation shows that road conditions may have been a contributing factor in the crash. Police are asking drivers to be mindful of black ice when traveling. That was just one of numerous accidents on Saturday. Maine State Police closed a section of the interstate after getting reports of vehicles losing control on ice-covered highway. According to the Maine Department of Public Safety, troopers responded to approximately 8 crashes, including 1 rollover and 1 tractor-trailer across the road. Police say the interstate was closed from mile marker 174 southbound while roads were treated. The crashes were in the area of 163 to 150 southbound. Minor injuries were reported. A short time later, troopers responded to approximately 12 crashes and slide-offs due to black ice at mile marker 188 southbound in Bangor. One person was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police were called to an incident at an Old Town trailer park Sunday afternoon. According to the University of Maine Alert, police responded to Regency Trailer Park in Old Town for a barricaded subject with a firearm. An officer at the Old Town Police Department confirmed that they did respond to the park, but did not provide further details. The officer also confirmed that the situation has been resolved and there is no threat to the public. Police expect to release further details later today. 3 people charged in connection with a home invasion and armed robbery in Norwich Walk last week appeared in court on Friday. 37-year-old Xavier Corlin of Connecticut, 29-year-old Zayed Ishad of Pennsylvania, and 37-year-old Alexandria Gord of Waterville appeared in court by Zoom from the Somerset County Jail. The suspects were arrested Wednesday but allegedly refused to give their names at first. All 3 are facing counts related to Class A robbery and various charges. Zayed Aisha addressed the court.
They're saying they found money on me, or they found something I stole on me. That's not true either. And then they're saying there were drugs on me that were found. That's not true either. I never had drugs, money, or any of that from anywhere.
Bail was set at $50,000 for Aisha and Corlin. Gord's bail was set at $5,000 with conditions that she enter a substance use disorder program. All 3 are scheduled to appear in court in January. A murder trial will continue this week in a Machias courtroom. That's where 2 people are accused in the brutal stabbing death of a woman from Pleasant Point. David Ledford was there when the trial began.
Jurors heard opening statements in the trial of 2 people accused of killing a Perry woman who was found dead in her home after being stabbed nearly 500 times. Perry residents 40-year-old Donald Dana and 39-year-old Kaylee Brackett have both been charged with 1 count of murder for the death of 43-year-old Kimberly Neptune in April of last year. Prosecutors say they have evidence that will prove either one or both of the parties committed the crime, including footprints and blood found at the scene.
Donald Dana and Kaylee Brackett stabbed her over and over and over again. Donald Dana had left his blood on the stairway, on the wall. The state alleges the defendants either personally committed the crime of murder or were the accomplice of the other defendant.
The defense, on the other hand, argued that neither of the defendants had enough of a motive to kill Neptune.
The state collected over 144 items of evidentiary value. Nothing credible links back to Kaylee Brackett. Why would Kaylee Brackett savagely murder her best friend for money?
Donald and Kimberly's brother, Sam, they grew up together. They're like in the same class in school. They played on all the same teams.
Opening arguments were supposed to begin Thursday, but were delayed for what the judge described as new developments. The nature of those developments was not made clear Friday. Both Brackett and Dana pleaded not guilty in July of 2022. Their trial will resume next week. In Machias, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Holden police have arrested a man suspected of leading multiple police agencies on a high-speed chase through 3 different towns. The incident occurred on October 17th when a driver refused to pull over for a traffic stop in Dedham. The person, now identified by Maine Department of Safety as 34-year-old Noah Weeks, allegedly continued through Holden and into Eddington, where he abandoned the vehicle he was driving and then took control of a man's truck. The driver later ditched that truck and took another car at PV Manufacturing in Eddington. Weeks was arrested on 2 outstanding arrest warrants and also faces additional charges from Holden PD, including robbery, driving to endanger, and theft by unlawful taking. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, a Piscataquis County giveaway is helping to support those who have served. We've got details when we return.
R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily. We offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, one of our many savory soups, or a pizza, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after a long workday? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
I'll be honest. By the end of the day, my floors? Yeesh. But who has the time to clean? That's why I love my Swiffer WetJet. It's a quick and easy way to get my floors clean. WetJet absorbs and locks grime deep inside. Look at that. Swiffer WetJet.
With AAA insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Caswell's Grocery Liquidation, where you shop first. Shop local. Great savings and selection. It's worth the trip. You won't be disappointed.
Your dollar goes a long, 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 long way at Caswell's.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
An Orrington couple lost their home in a house fire on Sunday. The Orrington Fire Department responded to a two-story residence on the Sweats Pond Road around 12:30 p.m. Upon arrival, they discovered heavy smoke and fire coming from the first floor. The Orrington Fire Department says they were assisted by at least 6 crews on the scene.
Everybody has been out of the house safely. There's no injuries to the homeowners or to any firefighters. As you can see, we're obviously continuing to work here to dig out hot spots.
I went over there to make sure nobody was inside. Back window was busted out, so I knew it was pretty bad.
According to the fire department, the owners were not home at the time of the fire. A family that lives across the street says they saw smoke from the back of the house and called 911. Neighbors say the homeowners have been longtime Orrington residents that would do anything to help their community.
They're the ones that would give the shirt off their back to you. This is really such an awesome community, and I have no doubt that people are going to be stepping up, including us, to help them out.
Firefighters say it took several hours for crews to isolate that fire. The cause is still under investigation. A Milford man died Friday after falling through the ice on Quakish Lake in T3 Indian Purchase Township. The Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife says 62-year-old Walter Demmons and a friend were preparing to ice fish about 75 yards from shore around 9:30 Friday morning. They were checking the ice thickness by drilling holes through it when they heard the ice crack. The two spread out in an attempt to not break through, but the ice did break and both fell into the water. The department said the two were communicating with each other as they tried to get out, but Demmons suddenly said he wasn't going to make it and went under. The friend was able to eventually get out of the water and call 911. Demmons' body was later retrieved and brought to a funeral home. His friend was treated for hypothermia at the hospital and released. A Piscataquis County giveaway is helping to support those who have served. Callie Warren has the story.
On Saturday, 83 Piscataquis County veterans received a gift from the community ahead of the holidays in the form of food boxes. The boxes go towards feeding families, each one filled with ham, vegetables, bread, and more. The giveaway is by veterans for veterans, sponsored by local group Wilderness Walk for Warriors, and those involved say it's important to the whole community.
It brings the community together to take care of all our veterans within Piscataquis County. Whatever we can do for veterans, that's what the American Legion is about, and that's what the Wilderness Walk is about.
Boxes are given away between Thanksgiving and Christmas to ease what some say is a difficult time for veterans in need.
Especially at this time of year, times are tough and it's getting colder and near Christmas, and so it just gives them a little hand up and maybe to put a little bit more towards presents rather than having to worry about food. So it's very appreciative.
This is the 9th winter that food has been donated to local families. Some veterans stopped by Milo's American Legion Post 41 to pick up their food, while others had it delivered directly to their homes by Legion members and Wilderness Walk volunteers.
Today I've been delivering boxes to families around town. They are elated. Yes. It's a very good thing, and it's known around this area.
The giveaway aims to reduce hunger in some of Maine's most rural and vulnerable populations. To find out more about how you can help Piscataquis County veterans, visit our website at foxbangor.com. In Milo, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
After the break, you need to be careful about where you're getting your health information. Some of it might not be as reliable as you think. We'll be right back.
My father started a roofing company in the 1970s.
Back when asbestos was still commonly used in Maine.
When George was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew there wasn't a cure yet, but we knew he needed help.
We called Joe Bornstein's office because this family means business.
Their team is handling everything, representing Mainers who were victims of asbestos exposure.
We highly recommend the law offices of Joe Bornstein.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
DraftKings, giving a bonus bet back if I lose so I don't have to sweat my bet? NBA Hall of Famer Patrick Ewing. Now, you know all about sweating. Break it down for us.
A no-sweat bet. It's kind of like an offensive rebound. You miss your first shot, you get another chance to score.
You're supposed to shower after the game, Patrick.
Everyone gets a second shot with a no-sweat bet from DraftKings Sportsbook. Life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Escape to tranquility at the Mill Cafe in Dover Foxcroft, where every sip comes with a view. Enjoy fresh brews and delectable bites right on the water's edge. Your oasis awaits.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Remember the one who was sent to you this day. Merry Christmas from Ideal Recycling. Season's greetings from Saliba's Rug Cleaners, specializing in rug cleaning and repair for more than 60 years. New England Bible College and Seminary wishes you the blessings of the love and light found in Jesus this Christmas.
Choosing Miracle Ear was a great decision. Like when I decided to host family movie nights. Miracle Ear made it easy. I just booked an appointment, and a certified hearing care professional evaluated my hearing loss and helped me find the right device calibrated to my unique hearing needs. Now I enjoy every moment. The quiet ones and the loud ones.
Make a sound decision. Call now and book your free hearing evaluation.
Maine had a record number of Lyme disease cases this year, according to the Maine CDC, and the problem isn't going to go away with the snowfall. Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has more.
Unfortunately, unlike the mosquitoes that we have in Maine, ticks don't hibernate or go dormant or die during the winter. So anytime that the temperature is above freezing, they can be out, and if they can get above the snow layer, they can be biting people.
Megan Porter, a public health educator at the Maine CDC, says just because it's cold outside doesn't mean the threat of ticks goes away.
During the winter, the main tick that we have in our state that's active is the deer tick. Deer ticks tend to like forested areas, so areas that have tall grass and shrubs and deciduous trees or leafy trees. Unfortunately, that's a lot of Maine, and it might be your backyard.
Porter adds the first step of tick prevention is to wear clothes that cover your legs and arms. She says that thankfully, because of the cold, most people are already bundled up.
Step 2 would be to add a layer of an EPA-approved repellent, so something like DEET. Your typical mosquito repellents with EPA-approved ingredients should all work against ticks as well. So add that on. If you've got some dedicated winter hiking gear, winter skiing gear, anything like that, you can treat that with permethrin and that should last you all winter.
Another tip to kill off any ticks that may have hitched a ride on your coattails is to throw your jacket or outer layers into the dryer for 10 minutes after returning home. According to the Maine CDC, over 2,700 Mainers contracted Lyme disease this past year, which is the highest number ever recorded in the state.
Now, this is part of a trend that we've seen over the last few years where we've had increasing number of cases over the years. This just tells us that the deer ticks that we have in Maine are increasing in number. We know that they're in every county in Maine, and we know that the risk is still there all the time.
Porter adds, if you get bitten by a tick, don't panic. Remove the tick with a tick spoon or pair of needle-nosed tweezers. And if you start to feel sick, talk with a healthcare professional. In Augusta, I'm Cora Bouchard with ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
TikTok is highly popular, but a new study finds that health information shared on the platform is often unreliable. Justin Finch has more.
TikToks can be as short as 15 seconds. While that's great for fun videos or quick recipes, that's not enough time to get across important information. A study published in the British Medical Journal found that public health information on TikTok about the 2022 Mpox outbreak was mostly incomplete and inaccurate. Researchers assessed TikToks about Mpox based on the American Medical Association's criteria for reliability. Not a single video met all 4 of the criteria. On average, their rating was poor. The highest scoring videos were from doctors and science communicators, followed by nurses and then other users. It's a helpful reminder to find a verified source for public health like the CDC or your local health department. And if you have questions about your own health, your doctor is the best place to start. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Are your basement walls bowing, crumbling, or failing? Hi, I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basementy. Our stable lock wall system offers a patented, affordable, and permanent solution to save your foundation walls. It stabilizes, fills voids, and structurally repairs, leaving a new smooth surface. All the strength of new walls. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
I know, Mom. I wish I could come home too.
I wanna be home for the holidays, because home is only home when I'm with you. I wanna be home for the holidays, home to you.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
The Wreaths Across America Escort to Arlington National Cemetery held a kickoff event in Ellsworth on Sunday. Grace Blanchard has more.
As 13 tractor trailers packed with wreaths make their way to Arlington National Cemetery in the country's longest Veterans Parade, community members lined the streets of Ellsworth to greet the escort as it stopped by the city's Mill Mall.
Wonderful.
It's exciting.
And the cars honking when they go by. It's just fantastic.
Wreaths Across America's year-long mission is to remember the fallen, honor those who serve and teach the next generation the value of freedom.
We should teach our young children that don't know everything and the sacrifices. We should teach them to never forget, to always honor, and to be there for our veterans and our service families.
An honorary ceremony was held indoors at the Downey's Family YMCA for the first time, as the community recognized local veterans in the Down East area. And those who attended may have recognized a familiar face in the crowd. ABC 7 and Fox 22's very own Susan Farley, who served as the master of ceremonies for the event.
It's all about love and showing how much people show respect and appreciation for those that have served and those that have fallen.
Many veterans say this tradition leaves a profound impact on the veteran community and their families.
Today was a great celebration and memorial to those who have served, like myself, and the many who were here.
Many come from all across the country to participate in the escort.
My 6th year doing it. I come all the way up from New Jersey to do it. People have asked me why I do it. Well, a little bit of wind, a little bit of rain is nothing compared to the sacrifice that our soldiers have given us.
The escort will continue to make its journey along the East Coast before reaching Virginia to honor fallen soldiers with a wreath-laying ceremony. In Ellsworth, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Today's full weather forecast is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later. Active weather is very prominent out there today. Look at these advisories we have posted. This is a winter storm warning and a pink winter weather advisory in a purple. Both of these are up until roughly 7 p.m. later on this evening, though, so it's going to be a mess up there for a while. But meanwhile, though, we've had some flood alerts as well, aerial flood watches. We had flood warnings. Those were expired at 11 a.m. this morning, so we're going to be done with those for now. But also gale warnings here and storm warnings also up until roughly 7 p.m. this evening. So we have a lot of advisories to watch out for, and the wind as well. The wind continuing to be a problem in the down east areas. This is up until about 7 p.m. Monday as well. So we will keep an eye on this as well with those gusty winds up into the 50-mile-an-hour range as well. And of course, because of the wind, look at this map here. Active surf out there, 7 to 12-foot wave heights are being observed out there, so not a good day to be near the coastline at all with this active weather and the rainfall out there as well. And look at the radar right now, since we mentioned rainfalls. The radar is tracking all this, tracking from the southwest and going to the north and east. We've had snow in the northern parts of the state as well. We're starting to see a break for now, but there's going to be more development coming up soon, so we're not done with this just yet with more rain and snow for a little while. But as we head towards the afternoon period, we're going to slowly work on getting this out of here. The system's going to get out of here, and then later on tonight for sure, a lot of this will get out of here. We'll have some improvement as we do move forward. So futurecast for the rest of the afternoon period, there's the rain, there's the snow right about in here. We're going to push us to the north and east later this afternoon, and later on tonight, finally some improvement, just a little bit of wind, and that'll be about it there. Then by later on tonight, just some clouds to the north, and that's about it with the wind. Then Tuesday, a lot better. A lot of sunshine on the way, maybe some passing clouds. The wind will relax, and that'll be about it. We get a little wave of energy passing through as we head towards Tuesday evening. You might get a few clouds passing through, and really that'll be about it as we head towards Wednesday morning as well. Any additional rainfall this afternoon looks a little bit like this. So we're pushing us out of here. You might get a little bit more than what's painted here, but still a little bit more rainfall cannot be ruled out before this all finally begins to get out of here. And of course, the gusty winds, so maybe a few gusts up to 50 miles per hour still this afternoon. We'll push this through, then maybe some gusts up to 20 to 30 miles per hour later on this evening. Then we'll slowly start to taper this off a bit, slowly but surely, as we head towards Tuesday afternoon and such. But otherwise, though, our high temperatures have already been hit for the day, and the upper 50s in Bar Harbor, middle 50s in Rockland, 40s in Bangor, and 30s and 40s to the north, though. Our high temperature for this afternoon will be in the lower 40s, but then falling later on with rain, wind, and fog, and those falling temperatures, and that north wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. By tonight, lower 20s, partly cloudy and breezy, and that west wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, middle 30s, lots of sunshine, and that south breeze getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Healing Hands Massage, extended forecast. Lots of sunshine on Wednesday with highs in the upper 30s. Lower 30s Thursday with a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy Friday with highs in the low 40s.
Thank you, Devin. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.